I wore the perfume he remembered, like it could bring him back somehow. Standing alone in our December, with tears he never asked about. My pink dress looked like forgiveness, my red eyes told the truth. I was still dressed for forever, while he was done with me and you. He said I look so beautiful the night he let me go. How can someone praise your light, then leave you in the cold? Pretty when abandoned, crying in the dark, lipstick on a lonely glass, and bruises on my heart. He left me like a flower, still blooming through the rain. Pretty when abandoned, but pretty still means pain. I kept his jacket on my shoulders, even when it lost his smell. I told my friends I'm getting stronger, but mirrors know me well. I smiled softly for the pictures, like sadness had a grace, but every flash just caught the girl he didn't choose to save. I was not too much to love, he was too cold to stay, and I won't blame my gentle heart for trusting him that way. Pretty when abandoned, crying in the dark, lipstick on a lonely glass, and bruises on my heart. He left me like a flower, still blooming through the rain. Pretty when abandoned, but pretty still means pain. Maybe someday I'll forgive the version of me that waited, the girl who made excuses for every promise that faded. Maybe someday I'll be softer without being easy to break. Maybe losing him was mercy, wrapped inside a heartbreak. Pretty when abandoned, but I'm more than what he left. I'm learning how to love myself. With every shaking breath, he left me like a flower, but flowers grow again. Pretty when abandoned, soon I'll be pretty without him. Pretty when abandoned, with tears I never planned. He walked away from my heart, but I'm still learning how to stand. She knew his smile could hide a storm, still called his empty arms her home. He gave her pieces, never all. She still came running when he called. Her friends said, baby, let him go, but hearts hear things that people don't. She saw the good beneath the pain and kissed the hurt he never changed. She wasn't blind, she saw the truth, in every silence, every bruise. But hope can make a soft heart stay, even when love walks away. She loved him anyway, through the cold, through the lies, with a broken little smile, and forever in her eyes. He gave her every reason to turn and walk away, but she held on like a promise. She loved him anyway. She saved his name inside her phone, like he might call and come back home. She wore a sweater in the rain, pretending warmth could heal the pain. He said, I'm sorry, like a song. She knew the words, still sang along. Every goodbye ever made, she turned into one more chance to stay. She wasn't weak for loving deeper than he knew how to receive. Sometimes the heart keeps choosing someone, the soul is begging it to leave. She loved him anyway, through the cold, through the lies, with a broken little smile, and forever in her eyes. He gave her every reason to turn and walk away, but she held on like a promise. She loved him anyway. Maybe someday she'll forgive the girl who stayed too long, the girl who made a chapel out of someone doing wrong. Maybe someday she'll understand love should not feel like pain, and she was never hard to love. He was just too lost to stay. She loved him anyway, but now she's learning how to breathe, taking back the tender heart he never knew how to keep. He gave her every reason to fade into the gray, but she survived the ending. She loved him anyway. She loved him anyway. With tears she never showed. Some girls break for love, then bloom when they let go. I used to smile like morning light, soft pink blush and shining eyes. I loved him with a gentle heart. He held it like a work of art. But pretty things can crack in silence when love turns cold behind your eyelids. He kissed my face, then changed his mind, left fingerprints on all my shine. I tried to stay beautiful, even while I fell apart. But every tear he gave me was heavier than my heart. He broke my pretty, made my soft eyes cry, turned my lipstick into silence, made my mascara like a promise, then left me like a scar. He broke my pretty, but he didn't break my heart that far. I wore the dress he said he loved. Now it feels like dust and untouched trust. I see his shadow in the glass, a ghost from a love that couldn't last. My friends say I look different now, less like a girl, more like a cloud. But they don't know the nights I keep crying diamonds into sleep. I gave him every soft goodbye before he ever walked away. I was holding on to love while he was learning how to live. He broke my pretty, made my soft eyes cry, turned my lipstick into silence, made my mascara lie. He loved me like a promise and left me like a scar. He broke my pretty, but he didn't break my heart that far. Maybe I lost my glow for a while, maybe I forgot my name, maybe I let one careless boy make beauty feel like shame. But mirrors learn to forgive and flowers bloom through rain. One day I'll wear my smile again, and he won't own my pain. He broke my pretty, but not the girl inside. I'm still soft beneath the sorrow, still learning how to shine. He loved me like a promise, then left me in the dark. He broke my pretty, but he couldn't keep my spark. He broke my pretty. The pretty grows back slow with every tear I survived. I became someone he'll never know. I still wake up reaching for your side, like my heart forgot you said goodbye. The room is quiet, but it knows every place your shadow used to go. I kept your sweater on the chair, like one more night could keep you there. But cold truth doesn't close its eyes. I lost the boy behind the lie. You said you loved me soft and slow, like every word was made of gold. Now I replay it one more time, even though I know it wasn't mine. I missed his light more than his love, missed the way he made pain feel enough. He held me close, then broke me clean, made forever sound like something real. I cried for him, I cried for me, for the girl I used to be. I don't miss the way he made me die, but God, I missed his light. Still remember midnight calls, your voice like rain against the walls. You promised me the moon and stars, then left me counting every scar. I wore my smile like borrowed skin, pretending I was fine again. But every mirror knew the truth. I looked alive, still missing you. You made the so kind, like leaving wasn't changing sides. And I was foolish, I was blind, but I believed you every time. I missed his love more than his love, missed the way he made pain feel enough. He held me close, then broke me clean, made forever sound like something real. I cried for him, I cried for me, for the girl I used to be. I don't miss the way he made me die, but God, I missed his light. But God, I missed his light. Maybe truth was always waiting in the silence after you. Maybe I was only saving a version that I never knew. If you never meant forever, why did it sound so beautiful? Why did your goodbye feel honest when your heart was already gone? I missed his light more than his love, missed the dream he dressed me up in. He kissed my tears, then let me fall like I was nothing after all. I cried for him, I cried for me, for the heart that couldn't leave. I don't miss the boy who watched me cry, but God, I missed his light. I missed his light. I missed the girl who believed he never really loved me right, but his lie loved me beautifully. Wore your favorite lipstick tonight, the one you said looked good in low light, standing where you left me before, with my heart still waiting by the door. You said forever like it was easy, held my hand like you would never leave me. Now every mirror tells the truth, I looked my best while losing you. I still hear your voice in the silence, still feel your touch in the rain. How could something so beautiful learn to cause this much pain? Pink lips, broken promises, mascara running down my face. You kissed me like you meant it, and disappeared without a trace. I gave you all my softest parts, you turned them into scars. Pink lips, broken promises, now I'm crying in the dark. I saved the dress from that December, the night you swore you'd always remember. But love got cold inside your chest, and I became your almost, not your best. I watched you change in little pieces, less I love you, more excuses. I kept smiling through the hurt, like pretty girls don't fall apart first. I still keep your name in my prayers, though you left mine in the past. Tell me, did you ever love me, or was I just easy to have? Pink lips, broken promises, mascara running down my face. You kissed me like you meant it, and disappeared without a trace. I gave you all my softest parts, you turned them into leaving me with self-defense. But I was loyal, I was true. I only broke because of you. And someday when she wears my pain with pretty eyes and your last name, I hope you feel what I survived when you see me in her eyes. Pink lips, broken promises, tears falling like diamonds in the rain. You loved me like a secret, then left me with the blame. I gave you my whole beating heart, you gave me empty stars. Pink lips, broken promises, now I'm healing from your scars. Pink lips, broken promises, I still taste your last goodbye. I look beautiful loving you, but I'm prettier when I survive. I wore the dress he used to love, soft pink satin sleeves of dust. I fixed my hair like he was there, then cried into the empty air. He said my smile looked like the morning, then left before the sky stopped storming. I gave him all my gentle light, he gave me silence every night. I kept his name inside my prayers, even when he stopped caring. How can someone call you beautiful, then leave you disappear? And he left me lovely, with tears on my face, pretty on the outside, broken in a quiet place. He kissed me like forever, then vanished like a dream. He left me lovely, but only underneath. I painted pink across my lips to hide the truth I couldn't fix. The mirror saw what no one knew, a pretty girl still missing you. I smile for friends, I play pretend, like hearts can learn to just forget. But every laugh felt half alive, without his hand still holding mine. I wasn't hard to love, I was just too easy to leave. And every promise that he broke still wears his voice inside of me. Left me lovely, with tears on my face, pretty on the outside, broken in a quiet place. He kissed me like forever, then vanished like a dream. He left me lovely, but lonely underneath. Maybe one day I'll thank the pain for teaching me my worth again. Maybe one day I'll wear the scar like moonlight over who we are. But tonight I miss the way he lied, the way he made goodbye look kind. I hate that even after all I still look for him when shadows fall. He left me lovely, but I'm learning how to breathe, taking back the softer girl he never knew how to keep. He kissed me like forever, then me. He left me lovely, with mascara in my eyes. But even broken flowers still remember how to rise. I gave him mornings I never kept, soft little prayers beside my bed. I wore his name inside my smile, like love was worth the lonely miles. He held my hand like I was chosen, and left my pretty heart half open. I thought if I stayed gentle enough, he'd finally learn to call it love. But I was bending into pieces, trying to be what he could need. I called it patience, called it devotion, when it was slowly killing me. I loved him wrong, I loved him more than me. I gave him all my sunshine and kept the rain beneath. I made excuses for his coldness, turned his silence into songs. He didn't break me all at once, I just loved him wrong. I kissed the lies behind his eyes, pretended truth was hard to find. I watched him drift and held on tighter, like drowning girls can save the water. He said my heart was too dramatic, but he was cruel and I was romantic. I made a home inside his arms while he was learning how to harm. Now every mirror looks at me like, baby, where did you go? I traded softness for survival and called that pain my home. I loved him wrong, I loved him more than me. I gave him all my sunshine and kept the rain beneath. I made excuses for his coldness, turned his silence into songs. He didn't break me all at once, I just loved him wrong. Maybe love is not forgiving every wound that wears his name. Maybe love is not pretending that being hurt is just the same as being chosen, being wanted, being held when nights are long. I wasn't hard to love, no, I just loved him wrong. I loved him wrong, but I'm learning how to leave. I'm taking back the little girl who forgot she had to breathe. I won't dress pain up as patience, I won't make heartbreak feel strong. He didn't ruin love forever, I just loved him wrong. I loved him wrong, now I'll love me right, with pink tears on my pillow and a softer heart tonight. I used to love without shaking, used to trust without fear. wore my heart wide open till he made danger feel near. He held me like a promise, then dropped me like a stone. Now I flinch at every silence, like goodbye is coming home. I wasn't always this careful, I wasn't always this scared, but he taught my softest places that love can disappear. He made me fragile with the way he let me fall, turned my hope into glass and left cracks in it all. He made me fragile with his cold and careless heart. I was gentle when he found me. Now I'm breaking in the dark. I used to smile at midnight, now I cry when lights go low. I keep replaying conversations for the moment he let go. He said I was too emotional, like my pain was something wrong, but he was cutting through my soul and asking why I wasn't strong. I gave him all my patience till patience became pain. I kept calling it love while he kept walking away. He made me fragile with the way he let me fall, turned my hope into glass and left cracks in it all. He made me fragile with his cold and careless heart. I was gentle when he found me. Now I'm breaking in the dark. Maybe one day I won't tremble when somebody says my name. Maybe one day I'll stop thinking that love and leaving feel the same. I learned that I'm not broken, just tender from the fight. He made me fragile, but fragile still catches light. He made me fragile, but he didn't take my soul. I'm still breathing through the damage, still becoming something whole. He made me fragile, but I'll heal every scar. I was gentle when he found me. Now I'm stronger where I am. He made me fragile, but glass can shine again. I may be soft from losing him, but I won't break the same again. I wore my tears like diamonds tonight, pink on my lips but blue in my eyes. You said I looked like heaven in red, then left me sleeping cold in your bed. I gave you love with both hands open, you gave me words already broken. I smiled so soft, I played my part, pretty pain for your cold heart. I kept forgiving what you ruined, called your silence needing space, but love should never feel this lonely in somebody's arms that way. Pretty pain, cold heart, you made beauty fall apart. Kissed my face like I was yours, then walked saved the necklace that you bought me. Now it feels like gold that haunts me. Every sparkle, every chain still remembers how you changed. You loved me loud when lights were showing, but quiet nights became a knowing. I was a rose inside your hands, you held too tight, then blamed the thorns again. I made excuses for your coldness, like a girl afraid to leave, but every sorry lost its meaning when you kept on hurting me. Pretty pain, cold heart, you made beauty fall apart. Kissed my face like I was yours, then walked me straight through closing doors. Pretty pain, cold heart, you left lipstick on my scars. I was crying, you were gone. I stayed soft for you too long. Maybe I was not too fragile, maybe you were just too cruel. Maybe love is not supposed to make a heartbreak feel beautiful. I won't keep your name like perfume on the dress I wore to bleed. I'll wash the shadow from my mirror and give my pretty back to me. Pretty pain, cold heart, you don't get my softer parts. I was more than what you broke, more than every lie you spoke. Pretty pain, cold heart, I'm still glowing in the dark. You left me crying but not gone. I'll stay soft, now I'll stay strong. Pretty pain, cold heart, you were winter, I was art, and every tear you gave to me made diamonds out of what you couldn't see. She used to laugh like summer rain, soft and bright through window panes. She wore her heart without disguise, love looked golden in her eyes. Then he came in like a promise, held her close and called it honest. But every kiss he left behind took a little from her shine. She kept saying she was okay, with tears hiding in her room. But pretty hearts don't break loudly, they just quietly lose their bloom. Her smile was ruined by a boy who said he'd stay. He made forever beautiful, then threw it all away. She loved him like a sunrise, he loved her like goodbye. Her smile was ruined, but she still tried not to cry. She saved the dress he used to love, now it smells like dust and giving up. She paints her lips, fixes her hair, but the old girl isn't standing there. Her friends all say she looks so different, less like fire, more like distance. She nods and says she's doing fine, while missing who she was inside. She learned to smile for photographs, even when her soul felt bruised. But mirrors know the quiet truth, She wasn't foolish for the fall. He broke the light around her, but he couldn't take it all. Her smile was ruined, but not forever, not for life. She's learning how to breathe again through every lonely night. She loved him like a sunrise. He left her asking why. Her smile was ruined, but her heart still knows the sky. Her smile was ruined, but slowly it will grow. Some girls lose their sparkle just to find a deeper glow. You said my name like a prayer at night, held me close under city lights, made every lonely part of me believe in things I couldn't see. He kissed my tears like they were gold, made my soft heart feel like home. But every promise in his eyes was just a beautiful disguise. I should have heard the warning in the softness of his voice, but love can make a broken girl mistake a life choice. He lied so sweetly, I almost called it love. Wrapped me in forever, then left when I was enough. He broke me gently with every pretty word. He lied so sweetly, even heartbreak sounded beautiful. I saved his messages like flowers, read them back at lonely hours. Every baby I won't leave became a ghost inside of me. He made the truth feel complicated, made my waiting feel romantic. I gave him all my honest heart, he turned it into pretty scars. I kept forgiving every silence, like patience made me strong. But I was only holding on to someone already gone. He lied so sweetly, I almost called it love. Wrapped me in forever, then left when I was enough. He broke me gently with every pretty word. He lied so sweetly, even heartbreak sounded beautiful. Maybe I missed the way he fooled me more than I missed his heart. Maybe I loved the dream he painted, not the boy who tore it apart. And if he says those words to someone with the same soft eyes he used on me, I hope she hears the cracks beneath them before she learns how cruel sweet can be. He lied so sweetly, now I taste goodbye. Pink lips full of memories, mascara in my eyes. He broke me gently, but I'm learning what I'm worth. He lied so sweetly, until the truth burned it down. I used to speak like morning light, laughing soft through sleepless nights. But loving you changed how I breathe, made every word afraid to leave. I learned your moods like weather signs, read the silence in your eyes. I swallowed tears, I played my part, and kept a storm inside my heart. I thought that love meant being patient, even when it hurt my soul. But I was slowly disappearing, trying not to lose control. Love made me quiet, made me hide my pain, turned my voice into a whisper. Every time you walked away, I smiled through the breaking, held my tears inside. Love made me quiet. The silence almost took my life. I stopped asking where you'd been, stopped saying what I felt within. I dressed my heartbreak up as peace, and called your distance what you need. You never saw the girl you changed, the one who learned to love in chains. I gave you all my softer parts, you gave me reasons to guard my heart. I was not too much to love, I was just too scared to speak. And every time I chose your comfort, I abandoned more of me. Love made me quiet, made me hide my pain, turned my voice into a whisper. Every time you walked away, I smiled through the breaking, held my tears inside. Love made me quiet. The silence almost took my life. Now I'm learning sound again, how to say I don't deserve this, how to leave without apologizing for a heart that's finally nervous. I won't call it love again. If it cost me who I am, I was soft, I was loyal, but I'm taking back my hands. Love made me quiet, but I'm finding my voice. I won't beg for gentle treatment, I won't be somebody's choice. I cried through the ending, but I'm still alive. Love made me quiet. Now goodbye is how I rise. Love made me quiet, but my heart still knows its song. I lost myself loving you. Now I'm coming back strong. This promise smell like rain tonight, soft on my skin, cold in my eyes. He said forever under thunder, like the sky. like I believed his lies. I held his hand beneath the streetlights, watched the water kiss the ground. He whispered, baby, I won't leave you. Now that echo is the loudest sound. I should've known from the weather, something beautiful can break. Some storms don't come with warning. Some hearts only know how to take. His promise smelled like rain, sweet but full of pain. He kissed me like a memory and left me with a stain. I loved him through the lightning. He loved me like a game. Now every time the sky falls, I remember his name. I kept the coat he wrapped around me on the night he swore he'd stay. Now it hangs beside my window, watching all our colors fade. Every drop against the rooftop sounds like words he never meant. I was praying for forever, he was practicing the end. I caught his silence, patience, caught his distance, needed time. But love should never leave you lonely while it's standing by your side. His promise smelled like rain, sweet but full of pain. He kissed me like a memory, then left me with the stain. I loved him through the lightning. He loved me like a game. Now every time the sky falls, I remember his name. Maybe I was just a flower, reaching for a passing storm. Maybe he was never shelter, just a place that felt warm. But I won't drown in what he gave me. I won't live inside his grave. If rain can make the roses bloom, and I can heal one day. His promise smelled like rain, but I'm learning through the pain. Not every cloud that holds you close was meant to stay the same. I loved him through the lightning. Now I'm walking through the flame, and every tear that falls from me will wash away his name. His promise smelled like rain, beautiful, cold, and gone. He left me in the weather, but I'm still learning how to dawn. I missed his voice at midnight, missed his hand inside of mine, missed the way he called me baby, like forever had more time. I missed the plans we painted on the walls inside my head, missed the girl who still believed him more than every word he said. But somewhere in the loving, I left myself behind. I was holding on to someone who was never really mine. I missed myself most, more than I missed him. Missed the smile I used to wear before love made it dim. I cried for all the pieces that I gave away too close. I thought I missed his heart, but I missed myself most. I miss my laughing pictures, miss my calm before the storm, miss the way I trusted people before his arms felt warm. I miss the girl with soft eyes who never begged to stay before she learned that I love you, could still walk away. I kept forgiving silence, like patience made me kind. But every time I chose him, I abandoned me inside. I missed myself most, more than I missed him. Missed the smile I used to wear before love made it dim. I cried for all the pieces that I gave away too close. I thought I missed his heart, but I missed myself most. Now I'm picking up the girl I left crying on the floor, telling her she's still beautiful. She doesn't have to beg anymore. Maybe losing him was painful, but losing me was worse. I won't call it love again if I have to disappear first. I missed myself most. Now I'm coming home to the heart I almost buried, just to keep from being alone. I'll heal the little pieces he was never meant to hold. I thought I missed his heart, but I missed myself most. I missed myself most. Now I know the truth. The saddest part of loving him was forgetting I mattered too. I wore my prettiest dress tonight, the one you never got to see. Soft pink silk under bedroom lights, still waiting where you left me. I painted courage on my lips, but my reflection knew the truth. I look like someone still alive while breaking over you. You said forever so gently. I thought your heart was safe, but promises can sound like heaven and still leave empty space. Tears fell like diamonds down my lonely face, shining through the heartbreak. You were too cold inside my phone, like a song I couldn't delete. Every baby don't let go still cuts me softly underneath. You make goodbye look innocent, like leaving didn't hurt. But I was buried in your silence, still wearing your favorite shirt. I smile for everybody, like I wasn't losing light. But every mirror saw me crying after midnight. Tears fell like diamonds down my lonely face, shining through the heartbreak. You were too cold to face. I gave you all my golden love, you gave me silver scars. Tears fell like diamonds from a broken hearted heart. Maybe I was too soft for someone who only knew how to run. Maybe I was just a sunrise in the hands of no one. But diamonds come from pressure, and flowers need the rain. Maybe every tear you gave me will make me shine again. Tears fell like diamonds, but I'm still standing here, pretty from the sorrow, stronger through